Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Once again, we say Alhamdulillah, we tell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala plenty thank you for we guide we and for we make we Muslims. Because Nain talk say, وَمَنْ يَبْتَغِي غَيْرَ الْإِسْلَامِ دِينًا فَلَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ وَهُوَ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. Anybody will follow other religion, we not to Islam, Allah say another accept them. That's number one. And number two, وَهُوَ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. And يوم القيامة, na possibly don't lose, possibly don't fail, na failure. So if God don't make we Muslim, we will tell him Alhamdulillah, we will tell him plenty, thank you. Just like we scholar Dr. Cherno Ibrahim Wada Barrie with the Barrie, like Barrie. We don't tell we say, we talk about the prophets them. And we start with Adam alayhi salam for obvious reason. Naina Bidadi, Naina the Abul Bashariya. All the prophets them then come up from Adam alayhi salam, na picking them. And tonight, inshallah, we will talk about in picking them, where they don't born, they don't grow, they don't add, when Habil and Qabil. This particular story is very, very important. Why? For so many reasons. But number one, this is not the first incident of murder, killing, where mortal man, they kill in company mortal man, according to history. أول جريمة قتل وقعت على الأرض. Now this incident of Habil and Qabil. Today we get a lot of killing, not also a lot of war, fighting, killing. Mortal man in life is cheap. We kill each other like say nothing. Who that first starter? According to history and according to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in hadith, na Qabil, we kill him brother Habil. I met Prophet of one of his hadith, he said anybody we kill in company, this Qabil he get percentage inside. Because I first show we for say mortal man can kill in company mortal man. Another reason why this story or this incident is very important is they confirm what in the Malaika then been tell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That first conversation will happen between Allah and the Malaika. Not so وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي جَائِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً. What in the Malaika the answer? أَتَجْعَلُ فِيهَا مَنْ يُفْسِدُ فِيهَا وَيَسْفِكُ الدِّمَاءَ. So this particular incident, it confirmed what in the Malaika then they anticipate. Where they tell Allah, although Allah know, of course Allah know. You know they tell Allah nothing we know. But then bring example, then say, well, that why then go for go kill themselves. So this incident, now the first incident of murder, of killing, of taking someone's life. But for now understand this story, where it is inside Surah Al-Ma'idah, and Allah mentioned one time inside the Quran, inside Surah Al-Ma'idah. Surah Al-Ma'idah from verse 27 to verse 31. Now there Allah mentioned this story. But if you want to appreciate this incident, you find that it go beyond small. You see, sometimes this Holy Quran is connected, it joined. If you want to understand certain verses, you find that the verse beyond small. Like you see what Allah will not talk before they come to that particular stage. Or sometimes go before small, you can understand the whole story. This particular story of Qabil and Habil, Allah been the talk about Sayyidina Musa and people there. How they been stubborn, then difficult, then tranga is. Then they disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then they disobey the Prophet when I say Musa, we don't save them, we don't do for them a lot of things. But still then they challenge them, then they fitya them, then they disobey them. Allah bring them verses and they force, about 7 verses. Before you bring this particular story, they bring a middle and the center. If you go back to verse 20, where Allah says, وَإِذْ قَالَ مُوسَى وإذ قال موسى لقومه يا قوم اذكروا نعمة الله عليكم إذ جعل فيكم أنبياء وجعلكم ملوكا وآتاكم ما لم يؤت أحدا من العالمين. They tell them, Allah don't do for now. Don't give them bakuti. Then they give the instruction, يا قوم ادخلوا الأرض المقدسة التي كتب الله لكم ولا ترتدوا على أدباركم فتنقلبوا خاسرين. What did they say? قالوا يا موسى إن فيها قوما جبارين. Then they tell Musa, what did Musa know? Musa they give the instruction, una go by the promised land. Una enter, everything there for una. They say no. But we said they can really make it very, very difficult. Where Allah says, expand them. Where they say, قالوا يا موسى إنا لن ندخلها أبدا ما داموا فيها فاذهب أنت وربك فقاتلا إنا هاهنا قائدون. These are the highest disobedience. You know, Musa, we don't tire with you. You will not go there. We will not go. Period. No ambog me, we will not go. But what you want to tell you, you and you God, we will not go fet. You and you God, we will not go fet. We will not go, we will relax. So, this is really the upper smack. Now provocation, now humiliation, now insult. You and Allah will not go fet. We will not go. Allah they go fet. Allah want one other place. They now get the whole world, now get the whole universe. Why they go fet? But a provocation. Sign of provocation. So immediately after them verses them, they say Musa instead of self he talks say la قال ربي إني لا أملك إلا نفسي وأخي فافرق بيننا وبين القوم الفاسقين. He say Allah me I don't try. Allah say, okay, well, give them this message here. قال فإنها محرمة عليهم 40 سنة يتيهون في الأرض. Okay, because of that, they're not going to another country there, another city there for 40 years. For 40 years. يتيهون في الأرض. Then they go to the near, then come back. And that place in Sina. If you go to Egypt, Sina, Jazirat Sina, they and Palestine enough far at all. But because of this 40 years, then they inside Sina, Jazirat Sina. Right now, if you want to go to Palestine from Sina, maybe if you grab in the morning, by then 6, 7, you don't enter. But 40 years, Allah they punish them. Then they will enter. Now, what you make when they mention this story, now for let you know why Allah bring this Qabil and Habil incident. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even the courage in Prophet. If they tell the Prophet, say, if they don't deny you in Mecca, then they fitya you, then they disobey you. Well, think about Musa and people them. They don't talk more than that. They don't fitya Musa more than that. Let the Prophet in heart calm down. Then, in case that they not do for you, well, I'll tell you one story what happened. When a brother, he kill in company brother. This is the story of Habil wa Qabil. Now, the ayah they continue now. وَاتْلُ عَلَيْهِمْ نَبَأَ ابْنَيْ آدَمَ بِالْحَقِّ إِذْ قَرَّبَ قُرْبَانًا فَتُقُبِّلَ مِنْ أَحَدِهِمَا وَلَمْ يُتَقَبَّلْ مِنَ الْآخَرِ. How the story starts? The story na a story of Iman and Taqwa. We all now with the worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not so? With the faith Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But the Taqwa and the Iman among we, it is different. This Iman, it go up, it go down. It add, it reduce. So Habil and Qabil, the brothers, they offer to make a shot Because if you read the history book, they will begin to tell you what happened, who Sarah, what may happen between them, are married, not married, if one is sister, you know what. But the Quran, you know what, go into all that. The Quran, we want to get the message. The message is taqwa, the importance of taqwa. Habil and Qabil, then put Sarah, Urban. When they put the Sarah, Allah accept Habil iyun Sarah. Qabil iyun, he no accept him, he reject him. Then say Habil, the Sarah we pull, he take the good quality. They say na sheep or goat, where he fat, fine, in body fine. If you yourself say I go like for yourself. Because some of we, who they pull Sarah, now the bad quality now they take for pull Sarah, for the other person. For we serve, we take the good quality. Enough fine. We do that. Zakatul Fitr, you buy the best rice, jasmine, for yourself, for it. But when they say for that mudo, they go look for the cheapest rice, we don't get quality. How na buy no more. Enough fine. So now you happen with Qabil. Qabil iyo Sarah we pull, then say lot of quality. So what thing Allah do? Allah and the heart in the look. That's Sarah the Allah not the eat them. But we want to test them. So Habil iyo Sarah, Allah accept them. They say fire come on up at the sky, it can burn that Sarah as a sign of acceptance. But now not go too much into the details. The fire, how the fire term, na big fire, na small fire. Not to that we own objective, and then story is there. The story is two people that don't worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The one worship him properly, the other one you know worship him properly. Allah accept the way we worship him properly. Now in brother, jealousy can inside, bad heart can inside. Before he ask himself what will happen, why Allah not accept me or Sarah, like correct himself, he say, I will kill you. Laqtulannak. You see the mistake? What if I don't do? Now for go meet him brother, say brother, bo, we also don't pull this Sarah, they don't accept you. Me, they don't accept you. What's not the reason? This is a lesson for we. If you and your brother, or your neighbor, or your family, when they do business together, then in your business they add no more, they get more customer, they get more profit. Not say they kill you, not say they carry go na some side for go and bug you, put problem for you. Not say they go na NRA go bail for you or custom let them arrest you. Ask them, learn from them. How will they do in business? If na mechanic, or na welder, or na contractor, or na masoner, or na tailor, any work, or even a taxi driver, or keke driver, or okada, you every day you get problem. Ask them, how you manage for doing business? How you manage? Learn from them. But then the Islam want from we. Not to for hate the person, for kill him or for destroy him. When I Qabil idu naya, immediately say laqtulannak, say they kill you. So when say they kill him, what did Habil tell him? Habil say no, that is not the solution. Whether they kill me or not, they kill me. Allah not they accept something way no good. إنما يتقبل الله من المتقين. You not get taqwa, you not get ikhlas, you not do it for God. You not do it with your heart. Some of you with the pull Sarah, but not from the heart. You they even fling her. Say, well, take her, come on here. You and the person where they call that person a giam with respect, with dignity. But not going to be the same way. It will be like Habil and Qabil. This is the repeat every day in our lifestyle. Now make Quran they put on for we. Allah will learn. Now, in brother tell and say, إِنَّمَا يَتَقَبَّلُ اللَّهُ مِنَ الْمُتَّقِينَ. Taqwa. Then, as in brother, the advisor now, left for commit crime. He say, La in basatta ilayya yadaka litaqtulani ma ana bibasitin yadayya ilayka liaqtulak. If you want to kill me, well, me no go kill you. Me no go kill you. I no go touch you. I will let you commit sin where then go punish you. This again na evidence for say really Habil even get taqwa. Not so? Not being good person. Because some of we, if somebody say they kill you, what did they say? He they kill him back. Not so? Or he they cause him, or even bokula when I begin fet. Or you go find something for fet him. But when he say no, I'm not they fet you. I'm not they kill you. Do I use your hand? Do I use your hand to kill you? Okay, go ahead. Why? Inni akhafullaha rabbal alamin. This don't confirm to me again. Say really Habil and a good person. But all this year, even they try for talk to him brother for like he get wisdom. Now advise him in the advisor for like him brother think twice so that he no go continue. He say inni akhafullaha rabbal alamin. Still, Qabil, it might not change. It might not change. Because as they tell me, فَتَوَّعَتْ لَهُ نَفْسُهُ قَتْلَ أَخِيهِ. With all this advice, with all this example, where Habil, they tell Qabil, and according to some historians, they say Habil, he been strong past Qabil, by the way. He been strong past him. If I don't beat him, if I don't kill him. Qabil, the killer, or the murderer, he not been get strength, but he get bad heart. But still, he not use his strength for killing. Now, finally, فَتَوَّعَتْ لَهُ نَفْسُهُ قَتْلَ أَخِيهِ فَقَتَلَهُ. Subhanallah. He kill him. So they say, na iron he use, na stone he use, whichever method he use is not too important to we. Now, yeah, Allah we know. Whether na stone, whether na iron, whether na arrow, whether na poison, it's not too important. What is important? He commit murder. Not so, he don't take life. These are the first incident of murder in the history of mankind. Then immediately, فَأَصْبَحَ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. Immediately, don't begin loss. Because your brother, you don't kill him. At least he been to help you. He been to work with you. Maybe he been to support you. Maybe if somebody want to attack you, they can help you. Now you don't kill him. You don't begin regret. You don't begin regret. So this is a message for we. If you want to commit crime, you want to disturb your brother or your neighbor or your partner on the business or the work, the office you say the work, you want to bug him, must not say it get for affect you. Now, we kill him because this is the first incident of murder. They nobody know how to do we kill somebody. You know one day happen. So say somebody they kill in company. So you don't know what to do with the body. What did they do with the body? You don't know. So Allah they humiliate them. Allah send one bird, crow. Sabi crow, that black bird we get white naya. Subhanallah, this bird here, it in Malaysia. Malaysia, it did it. The same bird way there. And this bird, na bird way is not good. Even prophet they tell me for killer. Now modern science they prove say Islam na correct religion. Prophet be say this is one of the animals they go for kill. Because it get problem. Now medical science don't prove say that bird it get boku sickness where they give it. Get boku sickness. It get some virus them where they make it they paralyze. Where they make it they get brain damage. It get virus. It get bacteria where they hamburg the body. It get parasite. If you go inside your food, it hamburg you. Because in a bird where they eat beef, they eat dog, they eat anything where na jiva or what, anything where that way die for himself. They eat that black bird where they see so. Malaysia, by the way, then city council, Then get time waiting, they come off for shoot them. Then they give prize. They already kill Boku of them. Malaysia. But the cartridge when they use are like stone. When they shoot them, it hit the board after some time it die. But when they wonder why they kill them, because Malaysia is a Muslim country. So they know this hadith. They know this importance of this hadith. So now be careful with that board. In Malaysia, in fact, that board it whap you. When they work, it can time at times it whap you so with a feather. It even take you cap. Very aggressive. So that board they win a useless board, win a bad board. Now Allah send. For sure this Qabil, what if you do? So that worst animal, it don't be the teacher of Qabil. What in this they tell you, if you're in a bad person where they commit sin, Allah they send somebody when a bad person for lead you, not going to be your imam. Now shaitan ain't going to need you always. So this brother ain't come, he begin dig the ground. For tell and say, when person die, if you dig this ground, you put her inside. He feel him, we see that incidentally in the Qabil. فبعث الله غرابا يبحث في الأرض ليريه كيف يواري سوءة أخيه قال يا ويلتى أعجزت أن أكون مثل هذا الغراب فأواري سوءة أخي فأصبح من النادمين. يا the ayah say فأصبح من الخاسرين. يا the ayah say فأصبح من النادمين. He don't losses, he don't regret. Now he make crime, we commit him, as he commit no more, he begin regret. Not so? He begin think, hey, I know for don't do so, I know for don't do so. Now he make way shaitan come to you for do bad, what do you say? فاستعذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم فإما ينزغنك وإما ينزغنك من الشيطان نزغ فاستعذ بالله, because the shaitan will put you in problem. No left and gear. You don't block, you yourself blocker or chaser. In fact, go bang yourself if you want. As you bang no more, case don't come. Police case don't come. Garage don't come. Court case don't come. You begin regret. So let God help you. Now, we don't regret. Nayadi, Qissa, Naya in stop. The Qissat Qabil and Habil, the Quran, Naya is stop. The Qissa is no long, not so. It's no long like the other Qissa, the way you get like Sayyidina Musa, Sayyidina Ibrahim, like. But it get deep meaning. It get deep lesson for we. For Allah we learn. Now if you read after this story now, you see what Allah do because of this crime we didn't commit. Allah say min ajli dhalika katabna ala bani Israel annahu man qatala nafsan bighayri nafsin aw fasadin fil ard faka'annama qatala an-nasa jami'a. Because of this incident, this first murder in the history of mankind, Allah bring law immediately now. If you kill one person, it's like you don't kill the whole humanity. Not so? وَمَنْ أَحْيَاهَا فَكَأَنَّمَا أَحْيَا النَّاسَ جَمِيعًا. If you sustain one life, you help somebody for live, you defend somebody when we want die, you protect somebody, you defend somebody, it's like you don't defend the whole of mankind. You see the blessing with the inside, but you see the swear and the sin with the inside back if you kill person. Now, again the ayah continue. إنما جزاء الذين يحاربون الله ورسوله ويسعون في الأرض فسادا أن يقتلوا أو يصلبوا أو تقطع أيديهم وأرجلهم من خلاف أو ينفوا من الأرض ذلك لهم خزي في الدنيا وَلَهُمْ فِي الْآخِرَةِ عَذَابٌ عَظِيمٌ. Again, laws then they come now. Parliament they pass law because of this. Just like we own system, we something rampant. The government they pass law, not so. We rape case them baku for attack them, picking them, then pass law. Well, Allah himself, because we don't begin kill each other, and you don't start, If law no come, it begin rampant just now. Now make Allah carry this law. Number one, they tell you say, if you kill one person, it's like you don't kill we all. That's a message you want sent to we first. If you save one life, it's like you don't save we all. But if that message you not do for you and me, it carry the penalty now. The penalty. And he make like say, now Allah is the fate. It's like now Allah and the Prophet is the fate. Inna alladhina, innama jaza'u alladhina yuharibuna Allah wa rasulahu. Start with that first. It's like you defeat Allah. Because Allah don't make somebody, He don't bring her to this world, He don't give her life, He don't give her everything. Then you can't kill that person there. Not to Allah you don't offend. Like you motoka you don't buy. You don't go license them, you don't get a number plate. Somebody come, you bang that motoka there. Now the motoka is hamburger on you. Now you don't hamburg, not so. You pick you where you don't born, or you wife where you don't married. Somebody go attack him. You go say, oh no, when I go try it. No, now you don't attack, not so. So where they kill somebody, where Allah make, now Allah is the fate. And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, where Allah bring for guide we, now you they disobey. Now you make them clearly from the beginning. He said, now Allah and the Prophet is the fate. Then he continue, وَيَسْعَوْنَ فِي الْأَرْضِ فَسَادًا. Then they try to destroy. They no want peace. They no want development. They no want friendship. They no want like family then grow. Like education take place. Like the economic development like take place. Now make immediately, he say, what is the price? What is the penalty? يُقَتَّلُ يُصَلَّبُ. Very strong. He use shadda. You know say yuqtalu. He say yuqattalu. You know. Any say with that shadda day, now for double am. Yuqattal, yusallab. For crucify the person. First time, that's what they mean they kill mortal man. Then they crucify you. Nail your foot. Then they hang you up. That day you go left here, you die. Your heart, it stop for pump blood. Your blood only can down. You know. But to cut the idea you know. Then they cut the hand, they cut the foot. All this because the danger where they pan this killing. And now look where we don't take life cheap. Look what in the happen in the world. We now in this country, like go tanker we again. We know what happen now, not so. 11 years away, we will kill ourselves with the cut people in hand, people in foot. So because of this story here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala he back up this story with new laws. Way up to now is practicable inside the Sharia. That lawyer then day, whether you do them or you don't do them, but then day. And some countries then they do them, then they implement them. And they implement them. Al-Hiraba.